Give me one. Give me three of those. Da da da. Three.
Okay. Okay, three. Okay, so basically, maybe like three important things probably for me. Uh, I
Looks
think,
matters.
huh?
Looks matters. Yeah, I
No,
mean,
no, 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 no.
somewhere.
But what does matter to me is fitness.
Okay. Yeah. So
I,
that, you know what, a fit guy is just a good-looking guy. It's as simple as that.
yeah, because
Yeah.
there is, there's a and the reason why I love fitness honestly is because I love people who have discipline in their lives.
Right.
I love it. Like, I feel like discipline, it's it's such a, it's a great value, to have. And like, and like for me, like, values are everything. So like, if I can see that a person has discipline, then I know very well he will be someone with values. He
Yeah.
will be someone who respects his parents.
True.
He will be someone who, like thinks about social
A
causes, or
rounded person. But don't
yeah.
you think
So
he could be self-obsessed, selfish?
that is a big no. Like,
That could also be a big
yeah,
possibility. A person who is so
definitely not someone,
self-centered, doing
not a
everything to
narcissist.
ensure.
Not
Yeah.
a narcissist for sure. Like,
Ah.
yeah, like not someone who is just like, yeah. I mean, someone obviously who takes care of himself, that's
Okay.
important, but like narcissists are not very nice
Not
people.
no, not an over obsessive guy. No, no.
They're not good people.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of fitness, a few questions coming your way on what is your routine and your magic formula in terms of exercise. Anything that you would recommend as a go-to yoga pose or a must-do fitness routine?
Okay, something really, really important that something that could actually keep you looking fresh and full of energy. Something that's also very anti-aging.
Okay, all yours.
Is so inversions in yoga. So we all know like the benefits. Yoga is a 1,000-year-old science, and it like goes beyond that. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of magic in yoga. It teaches you a lot about mind and body, but it is also very, very anti-aging. And the reason for that being is there's a lot of inversions that happen in yoga. So like, you're doing your handstand, you're doing a headstand, you're continuously, like when you do like downward dog, so the blood is continuously flowing
Right.
along the body and straight to the brain. It helps circulate, all of the, like the toxins. It removes the toxins. It helps circulates the blood in the skin, so the skin always looks good. But something that I've been really working on right now are my handstands. And so you have to go through an entire flow of yoga, which involves a lot of inversions. So I go from like, like headstand into like, downward dog, and then obviously with the intention, everything is just preparing you to get into a handstand.
Whoa. So
So
that's
I haven't
would you
worked.
call that your magic moment, your magic yoga pose?
Yes, I would. And I've been actually talking about, and inversions for a while now to people, and just saying this and the benefits of inversions. And the funny thing is, like, even when I was doing pole, it's all about inversions. You're going upside down, you're hanging upside down, like, you're spinning. And so, and very, very difficult to do. It's a full body workout. But it is very, very beneficial. And I would, it also makes you happy.
Jacqueline, your journey has been quite mesmerizing to a whole lot of us. You were also a mass communication student, did
Yeah.
journalism from University of Sydney, we understand. You worked as a TV reporter in Sri Lanka. What's your career advice to those planning a career path? Did it ever go? Clearly, it must have not gone as per planned. But what would you suggest or say to those who plan something else happens, they aren't really, just the journey, your tip to those youngsters?
So I have to say that I have always wanted to become an actress. Like when I was younger, I was just very, very enamored by just mainly the glamour part of it, to be very honest here. Like, there are people who go into the film industry because they are such great entertainers. And
Yeah.
and there's the artistry of acting and mimicry and all that stuff. And while I, as a viewer, enjoyed it, I was very mesmerized though with old world actors and
Right.
the glamour. And and like any of us, like any kind of outsider, actually, for me it was, I was this Sri Lankan, girl growing up in the Middle East, where like even in our school we couldn't perform in theater, we couldn't do plays and stuff like that because it was, as an extracurricular activity, it was not something that was really encouraged. So for me, it was like, wow, that world just seems so out of reach. Everything just seems so out of
Yeah.
reach and so impossible. Like I couldn't even admit it to people that, oh, I want to be an actress, because it was just ridiculous to say something like that.
And is that why you took up journalism? Because that's possibly the closest to being on air.
So the thing was, what happened was, I was like, okay, fine, okay, becoming an actress is super unrealistic. So let that go out of the window now. I was like, but I realized when I was from the age of 14, what I was doing was I was called to do television shows, okay, and this was in Bahrain. This is the Middle East, a little tiny island in the Middle East, and during the summer holidays they needed like a kid to host the summer festival show, okay. So I would go and I would have to interview people in the mall, and then for Ramadan they needed these little shows on TV. So I would go and I would do Exo Kitties, which is like this game show for kids, and I would host it and stuff like that. And then, so I said, okay, fine. You know what? I have a natural knack for being on television. I can, I can interview people. I'm not camera shy. I was like, chalo, let me go and learn about, media communications. I took, like law in I took media law. I took business studies in that. I took, just like mass media. And I said, okay, this could be something that I could do. I went to Sri Lanka, okay, as an intern. And I worked for Young Asia Television. I worked on a show called The No War Zone, where we were like, just kind of as kids, we were dissecting the whole civil war that was taking part in Sri Lanka, and like putting things together. I was learning about editing. I was learning about all these things. And that year, Miss Sri Lanka happened. So that year I joined Miss Sri Lanka because for me, the glamour world was something that I was, very
you always
intrigued
admired.
by.
And from there wasn't looking back.
Yeah, like from and then when Miss Sri Lanka happened, I always felt like I had journalism to go back into. I had television to go back into, but like then it was funny. But when Miss Sri Lanka happened, I was in Sri Lanka at the time, and then I was asked to do stuff in India just as a model and just as a Miss Sri Lanka. And from there, it was my first trip to India. I did a little bit of like a few modeling stints. From there, the film offers came,